Alright, I have the 1979 Yugoslavian surplus. Oh. Wow, a Mauser jammed. 24-13. $24.30. $24.19. Oh, it just didn't load. Okay. It just didn't load for whatever reason. All right. Never mind, this round just really doesn't want to feed. Okay. Now it's in. This time it should go boom. $24.31. $24.37. All right, and I wanted to see if this would feed with the steel Romanian stripper clips, and it does. A little stiff, but that's fine. $24.27 or 23. Some grass blew in the way, and it got an error right after. $24.24. $24.32. Some of these rounds just aren't wanting to feed, which is interesting. We'll see if they keep on doing that. $24.24. $24.54. $24.43. So that concludes our range time for today, but I'd like to show you another data set instead of the one that I usually share. So if you want to see the other numbers, you can go back a little bit. On that first day, I shot in order, first the PPU ammo, then the Romanian ammo, then the 1978 ammo, and then the 1979 ammo. So as you can see, the 1979 ammo shot at a slightly higher velocity than the 1978 ammo. And I realized going back that I had shot that with a little break in between where I filmed the previous video. And so because of that, the sun had come up more and it had gotten warmer. So I wanted to verify that the 1979 ammo actually had a higher pressure and a higher velocity than the 1978 ammo. I also wanted to verify before doing this video that the 1979 ammo did actually have errors in the gun, and it was not just the, again, shot at the latest, so some dust and some dirt and stuff getting into the magazine and causing some feeding errors because of that. So I went out and shot that ammo a second time, and that's what you see here. This time, though, as you'll note, I shot the 1979 ammo first, and then the 1978 ammo, and as close to back as I could get. So I'd like to talk about those numbers. For the first time shooting the 1979 ammo, I got a low velocity of 2,413 and a high of 2,454. Again, that is really consistent compared to the other ammos that we've shot, being the Romanian and the PPU ammo. This ammo was really good. So it was at a slightly higher pressure than the 1978 ammo. And the average was 2,431. That means a total of about 70 feet per second more than the 1978 ammo. So again, that's about within the realm of deviation between one round and another round. So it's not, I mean, it's a little greater since this ammo is so good compared to the others. However, it's not insane, it's not crazy, it's not out of the question. So the second ammo, I went to verify the results. And the first thing I noticed was I had absolutely no malfunctions with the 1979 ammo. So where I was shooting in Nebraska, we have dust and wind and all these types of things, and I'm sure just something got into the magazine that was making the rounds ride a little lower and just having a hard time feeding up into the magazine. Likely wasn't anything else than that. So then I shot the 1979 ammo first, and then the 1978 ammo to verify. And I got a velocity low of 2,363 with the 79 ammo, and 2,318 with the 1978 ammo. Then as the high, I got a high of 2,410 with the 1979 ammo, and 2,367 with the 1978 ammo. The average for the 1978 ammo was 2,345, and the 1979 ammo was 2,383. So this time, that was about 40 feet per second higher than that first day that I had shot. So obviously it had gotten a little more, however, that 30 feet per second is really just a difference between those. I could not find any differences on the packaging between these two ammos. However, it was likely just a different batch from another year that caused some issues there, and if this is a problem for you, then you have a slightly higher standard than I do. But yeah, so when I look at this ammo, I see that it is fairly close, and one lesson that I learned in all of this is that these numbers can vary quite a bit more than I had originally thought. So that is going to control how I talk about these things from now on. Slight variations in 30 to 50 feet per second just isn't a concern. It can change based off of weather when we talk about shooting one ammo or another ammo. So when we talk about quality, I would like to say the 1979 ammo from our range time is just as quality as the 1978 ammo. Much like the other ammo, these come 15 rounds to a box unclipped. Alright, so according to the fine people at Google Translate, this box says 15 pieces, 7.9mm bullet with universal grain M49 and a brass sleeve, probably brass case. PPU 7902. I would wager that that 7902 means February of 1979, however, I don't have any guarantee with that. And then it has the gunpowder with the number probably of the batch, and then MBL 7995. I don't know what that 7995 stands for, although I would bet the first part of that is 79 as in the year. I don't know what the 95 is. PPU stands for Privy Partisan and then the town that this factory is in. The interesting thing is that this ammo was manufactured in the same factory as modern Privy Partisan PPU ammo. So that might explain why this ammo is so similar. The powder is the same, the bullet weight is very similar, and the only thing that's different is the velocity coming from probably different tolerances in the commercial ammo from the original ammo. Here is a picture of the head stamp. This again in Serbian says PPU 1979. So when I pulled our bullets, I pulled fewer rounds since I didn't feel the need to get as wide of a data set as I had with the 1978 ammo, assuming that they weighed about the same. So my spread was 197.6 at the lowest and 199.6 at the highest, which is the exact same as the 1978 ammo. And for the average weight, I got 198.76. This ammo is pretty regular, and I would rate it very good on that scale. I won't be able to do this every time I shoot, but I managed to recover some bullets after I had shot these rounds. They were hitting each other and all that kind of stuff, so that's why they're so destroyed, even though they were just going into dirt. Again, these rounds are copper-jacketed Leadcore, around 198 grain, and they have that same black glue that was holding the case, the bullet into the case. Again, these are non-magnetic Leadcore. With the powder, every powder that I pulled measured at 40.8. Now that spread is 0, and that may seem kind of strange, but I would wager that if you measured more, then you would get the same spread as I got with the 1978 ammo, and 40.8 is right in range and actually fairly close to the average for the 1978 ammo. Since I only pulled a few rounds, I didn't get quite as large of a data set as I did with the others, and it was showing that it was going to be the same. The powder and bullets are the exact same as the other Yugoslavian surplus I've already showed you. However, here's a picture of the powder. As you can see, it's in those little flakes again. As a shooter, I would say the same thing about this ammo that I would say about the 1978 ammo. It shot very good in the velocity at very tight size, and I am excited to do accuracy tests of these because I'm sure these are fantastic target shooting rounds. Now, they are corrosive, so you have to be careful with that. You can't really reload them. It would take a lot of work to reload them. However, if you are looking for some surplus ammo to go out and shoot, I highly recommend 70s Yugoslavian surplus. So thank you so much for watching, and if you're as excited to see the rest of this series as I am, go ahead and subscribe. I have 5 more rounds that I'm excited to shoot, and I will keep as much coming to you as I can.